There's a porch light in the rain tonight, glowing through the gray, like a tired old heart still holding on at the end of a long hard day. Gravel's turned into rivers, boot heels sinking slow. I've been running from my own mistakes down every road I know. I said words I can't take back, with pride too strong to bend. Thought a man was measured by how far he'd roam, not men. But every mile just wore me down like rust on an old tin sign. And the only place that felt like truth was that little house of mine. There's a porch light in the rain, still burning soft and low, like it knows this broken man ain't got nowhere else to go. If mercy's got an address, it's written in that view. There's a porch light in the rain, and it's leading me to you. I can see you through the window, standing by the sink, probably wondering if I'll change or just keep missing what you think. Your shadow moves like memory across those kitchen walls, and I hear forgiveness in the hush between the raindrops fall. I ain't coming back as a hero, just a man who understands. Love ain't something you outrun, it's something that still stands. If you open up that door tonight, I won't let it close again. I'll trade these restless highways for your arms and simple living. There's a porch light in the rain, shining through my shame, like a beacon for a wanderer who finally learned your name. If grace looks like forever in a cotton house dressed blue, there's a porch light in the rain, and it's leading me to you. Man can chase horizons till the sky turns black and white, but he'll never find his freedom if he leaves his heart behind. And I left mine on that porch long before I knew that every road worth walking ends up back with you. There's a porch light in the rain, still burning strong and true, through the storm and through the years. It never stopped for you. If love's the only shelter that this old heart ever knew, there's a porch light in the rain, and it's leading me to you.
There's a silver locket on a chain lying by my bed, faded picture tucked inside of words we never said. Your smile's caught in black and white, like it don't know time can change. All that's left of you and me is this silver locket on a chain. You gave it to me that county fair, beneath the Ferris wheel. Cotton candy on your lips and promise promises we'd seal. You said keep this close to your heart, no matter where I roam. But you never said how far love drifts when one heart leaves home. Oh, this silver locket on a chain holds more than it should. Every tiny scratch and dent knows we meant it good. I wear it like a memory that time can't rearrange. All my tears still fall the same on this silver locket on a chain. The town still talks and whispers when your name comes up in bars. They say you found a brighter road under bigger stars. But bright don't mean much comfort when the night grows cold and long, and a woman's left with nothing but a faded love song. I've tried to tuck it in a drawer and lock the past away, but every time I close my eyes it finds me anyway. Some loves don't break in anger, they just quietly strange, like a heart still beating softly in a silver locket on a chain. Oh, this silver locket on a chain still rests against my skin, like it's listening for footsteps that ain't coming back again. If I ever learn to let you go, I doubt I'll ever change, 'cause part of me stays frozen in that silver locket on a chain. Maybe someday I'll unclasp it and set this memory free, but tonight it feels like the only proof you once belonged to me. And though your love slipped through my hands like summer rain, your ghost still lives forever in this silver locket on a chain. Oh, this silver locket on a chain knows every tear I hide. It rests above a broken heart that never learned goodbye. If love could turn back time again or ease this quiet pain, I'd still be standing where we were with this silver locket on a chain. There's a neon light still flickering down at Murphy's on Main, where the same old songs keep playing like they're whispering your name. I sit in the corner booth we love with a coffee gone cold in my hand, and that jukebox hums our memory like it still don't understand. The waitress says you're doing fine, but she won't look in my eyes, 'cause she's seen 100 broken hearts trying hard not to cry. Your hat still hangs on the rack by the door like you just stepped outside, but the truth keeps settling in my chest, you ain't coming back this time. If the jukebox could cry, it'd be crying tonight. Every sad steel guitar would be wailing just right. Every quarter I drop keeps saying goodbye. If the jukebox could cry, it'd be crying like that. I remember summer Saturdays dancing close on this floor. You'd spin me round so carelessly, like I'd never need more. Your laughter rang like a back road bell clear across this town. Now the only thing that's spinning is this lonely sound. They say time can mend a heart if you just let it be, but time ain't ever held me like you held me close to sleep. I trace your name in the tabletop grain like a fool who can't let go, and that steel guitar keeps crying everything I don't show. If the jukebox could cry, it'd be crying tonight, with a heartbreak melody under soft yellow light. Every needle on vinyl knows the reason why. If the jukebox could cry, it'd be crying like I. Maybe someday I'll walk away and leave these songs behind, but tonight they're all I've got to ease this aching mind. If love's just a faded photograph in a frame that won't stay straight, then let that old machine keep playing while I sit here and wait. If the jukebox could cry, it'd be crying for me, for the love that slipped away like a lost melody. Every chord, every line cuts me deep inside. If the jukebox could cry, it'd be crying like I. Let it play one more time, just one more lullaby. If the jukebox could cry, it'd be crying like I.
The harvest moon was hanging low over fields of amber grain. The lanterns glowing soft and warm after a long day's rain.
You pulled me close without a word, boots tapping on the floor. That old barn creaked like it knew we'd been here once before.
Your dress was spinning slow and sweet, like a whisper in the dark. Hay and cedar in the air, and fireflies leaving sparks.
No band playing, just the wind sliding through the boards.
But every step we took together felt like a sacred chord. Let's have a slow dance in the barnlight, where the world just fades away. No crowds around to watch us, just the music of the hay. With your head upon my chest, every heartbeat feels like rest. Let's have a slow dance in the barnlight, let forever start tonight.
We've seen years go by like rivers, flooding fast and running dry. But every time you hold me, I see that young man in your eyes.
Time may steal our footsteps and silver up our hair,
but when you spin me gently, we're still that hopeful pair.
I don't need a grand ballroom or a spotlight shining down, just your laughter in this old place on the edge of town.
Through the creak of wooden rafters, through the scent of grain and pine,
every quiet little moment tells me you are mine. Let's have a slow dance in the barnlight while the crickets softly play. No fancy band or bright marquee, just love that chose to stay. With your hand inside of mine, we'll outlast the test of time. Let's have a slow dance in the barnlight, let forever feel this right.
When the world outside grows loud
and the skies are turning gray,
promise we'll come back here
and dance the worry away.
under beams of weathered wood, where our hearts first understood.
Let's have a slow dance in the barnlight till the stars fall from the sky. Through every season life may bring, through every tear we cry, no matter what the years may do, I'll always dance with you. Let's have a slow dance in the barnlight and keep this love in view.
There's a suitcase by the bedroom door and a silence hanging low. Your shadow on the faded wall is the only thing that knows. We said words we can't take back, like bottles thrown in the wind. Now the house we built together feels like it's closing in. Your coffee cup still on the stove, lipstick on the rim. Funny how the smallest things can cut you to the skin. I never meant to let love fade like a song we used to know, but sometimes pride grows louder than the truth we're scared to show. Play me one more song before I go. Let that steel guitar cry slow. Let the melody remind us of the love we used to know. If this really is goodbye, let it fall soft, not cold. Play me one more song before I go. We were young and full of fire, dancing barefoot in the yard, counting stars on summer nights, never thinking love was hard. But dreams don't always line up like we prayed they would, and sometimes two good hearts just don't fit like they should. I'll remember how you held me when the winter winds blew strong, and how your laughter filled this house like my favorite country song. There ain't no anger in my voice, just a tear I can't control. 'Cause losing you ain't easy, even if it's time to go. Play me one more song before I go. Let it echo down this hall. Let every gentle harmony say we gave it all. If the morning finds me gone and this house feels cold and hollow, play me one more song before I go. Maybe somewhere down the line we'll forgive the things we said. Maybe we'll look back on this and smile instead. But tonight the only comfort is this melody we know. So darling, turn that record on and let it spin slow. Play me one more song before I go. Let the last note linger long. Let it wrap around our memories like we still belong. If goodbye must come tonight, let it come gentle and low. Play me one more song before I go.
I found your letter by the county line, tucked inside my coat, and paper worn and edges torn from words you never spoke. You said the fields are turning gold and the dog still waits each day, and you still set a place for me, though I chose to walk away. The highway signs look different when I read your careful hand. Every line between the ink felt like shifting sand. You wrote, I hope you're finding whatever you were looking for. But I saw the space between those words was hurt you couldn't ignore. This letter from the county line cuts deeper than goodbye. Every word a reminder of the tears you didn't cry. If home's more than a memory, then I've been blinded and out of time, holding on to nothing with this letter from the county line. I remember how the wind would move across that open land, how your hair would catch the sun like it had its own command. We were young and sure of love, like it couldn't ever fade. But youth don't teach you how to keep the promises you made. I've been sleeping in cheap motels with ghosts I can't outrun, but your words keep knocking like a distant drum. You said if you ever find your way back down that gravel drive, you'll see a light still burning and a love that's still alive. This letter from the county line reads like mercy on a page, like a second chance at something I was foolish to trade. If forgiveness has a doorway and pride's the only crime, then I'm turning this old truck around with this letter from the county line. Oh, the miles I've led divide, but a man can still come home if he swallows up his pride. And if your heart's still open like those fields beneath the sky, then I'm driving through the sunset, not saying goodbye. This letter from the county line saved a soul tonight, turned a wanderer around toward a porch light inside. If love's still waiting patient where the red dirt meets the pine, then I owe my whole tomorrow to that letter from the county line. Yeah, I owe my whole tomorrow to that letter from the county line. There's a tire swing hanging crooked from that old oak by the creek, where we carved our names together when our hearts were young and free.
Summer air in mason jars, fireflies in your hair. You said, promise me forever. I said, baby, I swear.
I was barefoot in the tall grass with your jacket on my shoulders. You were talking about the future like it wasn't getting closer.
Every whisper in the twilight felt like it was meant to be. You and me against the world by that old oak tree.
Take me back to that old oak tree where our shadows used to dance, where your kiss felt like a promise and forever had a chance. No fancy words, no grand parade, just a love we weren't afraid to say. Take me back to that old oak tree where it all began for you and me.
We've weathered storms and broken fences, fields that wouldn't grow, but you stood strong beside me when the cold wind chose to blow.
There were nights we felt uncertain, dreams hanging by a thread, but that tree still stands as witness to every vow we said.
There were tears we never planned for and miles we had to roam, but your arms were always waiting like a front porch light at home.
Every scar tells our story, every wrinkle shows the truth.
Time can bend the branches, but it can't undo our roots.
Take me back to that old oak tree where our hearts first learned to stay, where the stars leaned down to listen to the words we dared to say. No silver crown, no diamond ring, just the way your laughter sings. Take me back to that old oak tree that's still standing guard on you and me.
When our steps grow slow someday
and the world feels far away,
will you meet me by the creek
where our memories still speak?
We'll sit beneath those faithful leaves and let the past wash over me.
Take me back to that old oak tree where our love still runs wild and free, through the years and through the changes, you're still everything to me. No matter where this life may roam, that tree will always feel like home. Take me back to that old oak tree, that's where forever's meant to be. There's gravel between the yellow lines on Highway 32, like pieces of a life I left the day I left you. Sunset bleeding amber across a cotton sky, a radio playing softly, no goodbye. I never was a city man, never fit that crowd. Give me a rusted pickup truck and a thunderhead out loud. You used to laugh and call me hard as hickory wood, but you knew beneath that stubborn bark my heart was good. So I roll on down these back roads with your memory riding shotgun, steel guitar crying steady like the damage done. Every mile's a lesson, every signpost a truth. You can outrun the highway, but you can't outrun your youth. There's gravel between the lines and regret between mine and you. We built our dreams on borrowed land with sweat and calloused hands. Talked about forever like we understood the plans. Front porch nights in June, fireflies in jars, counting all our blessings under scattered stars. But I chased a bigger paycheck over state line hills. Thought a little distance might cure my restless will. Didn't see the silence growing like a weed. Didn't hear your heart begging me to see. So I roll on down these back roads with your memory riding shotgun, steel guitar crying steady like the damage done. Every mile's a lesson, every signpost a truth. You can outrun the highway, but you can't outrun your youth. If I could turn this truck around and back through all these years, I'd trade that empty glory for your laughter in my ears. They say a man learns slowly what really makes him strong. A steady pair of loving arms he held all along. Heard you found a good man who don't roam too far, keeps his boots by the doorway and his heart where you are. I hope he holds you gentle on those winter nights and tells you that you're beautiful in the morning light. As for me, I've got this highway and the stories that it knows, every bend and broken fence and fields of afterglow. And somewhere in the distance where the tall grass bends, I'm still that younger version before the leaving began. Yeah, I roll on down the riding shotgun, steel guitar crying higher for what I've done. Every mile's a lesson, every long goodbye. You can cross 1,000 county lines, but some loves never die. There's gravel between the lines, and your name in every sign. Still your name in every sign. There's a dirt road winding past the edge of town, where the corn grows tall and the sun sinks down. I was just a restless heart with a half-filled tank when I saw you laughing by the riverbank.
You were barefoot in the clover, hair falling free. Didn't know that simple side would steady me, like the first warm breeze after winter's gone. You felt like a place I belonged all along.
I remember that old pickup pulling slow and shy. You tipped your hat and smiled, wouldn't meet my eye.
Mama said be careful with a boy like you, but something in my heart already knew.
You spoke about wide horizons and fields unplowed, but when you held my hand, you weren't so loud.
In the quiet of that evening air, soft and true, I felt forever, starting with you.
Out in these fields of forever, under open skies,
steel guitar crying tender, like the love in our eyes.
fiddle playing sweet and low, where the tall grass sways. We found a life
Together
in the simplest ways.
hand in hand, come what may,
In these fields of forever we'll stay. We built a little farmhouse with a wraparound view, white paint peeling, but the promise stayed new.
every sunrise caught your face in a golden glow. Every mile I worked just to see you so.
There were seasons hard as iron, bills stacked high, but you'd lean against my shoulder and steady my mind.
Said as long as we've got love, we'll make it through. And I believed every word from you.
I've watched your hair turn silver like the morning frost, but every laugh we've shared was never lost.
Through the storms and quiet, through joy and tears, we planted something lasting all these years.
Now the porch swing creaks in the evening light,
fireflies dancing, soft and bright.
and when you pull me close like you used to do, I still feel that first night with you. Out in these fields of forever, under painted skies.
Steel guitar rising higher as the years roll by.
Fiddle singing memories of love that stays. We found a life together
In 1,000 ways, hand in hand, come what may. In these fields of forever we'll stay. If the cold wind comes someday,
I'll still hold you the same.
like roots beneath the meadow deep, our love will keep.
Out in these fields of forever, where our story lies.
Steel guitar still calling like a lullaby.
Fiddle drifting through the dusk, soft and true.
Every road I ever took led me to you.
Hand in hand till our last day.
In these fields of forever we'll stay. Just you and me. Under open skies. Fields of forever.
There's a stretch of county road past the old grain mill, where the fence line disappears over Carter Hill. We used to park at sundown, watch the daylight fade, talk about the kind of life two young dreamers made. You draw circles in the dust with the toe of your shoe. Say forever felt close enough if I was there with you. I said I never wandered past what we had planned, but the horizons got a way of pulling at a man. Now I drive where the fence line ends and the blacktop turns to stone. Steel guitar crying in the wind like it knows I'm alone. Every field and faded barn whispers what I missed. I let the wide world take my hand and lost the one I kissed. Out where the fence line ends is where my regret begins. I chased a job in Tulsa with overtime and pay. Promised I'd be back again before the leaves turn gray. But one season led to two, then a year slipped by, and distance grows like winter wheat beneath a quiet sky. Your letters turn to shorelines, then none at all. I heard you married someone else at fall, a good man from the hardware store who don't chase setting suns. He built you steady shelter while I kept on the run. If I'd known the cost of freedom was the warmth of your embrace, I'd have planted roots beside you in that quiet place. But some truths come late at night with the headlights low, and the only thing beside you is the road you chose. Now there's silver in my sideburns and calluses on my hands. I've learned the worth of simple things and where a good heart stands. If I ever pass that hill again, I won't slow down. Some memories are better left on the edge of town. Yeah, I drive where the fence line ends. Yeah, I drive where the fence line ends. Rain's tapping on a tin roof like it used to do back in that little farmhouse when I first loved you. We didn't mind the leaking or the crooked door. We had a mattress on the floor and room for nothing more. Your hair would fall around your face in that candlelight. You'd laugh and say forever felt just right. Thunder rolling lazy across the open plain, and every storm that ever came felt smaller in that rain. Old tin roof rain keeps falling on the years gone by. Steel guitar calling like a long low sigh. We were young and certain love would always stay, but time can wash a promise slowly away. Still I hear your name in that tin roof rain. Hard times hit that summer, crops refused to grow. Bills stacked on the counter like a silent roll. I will worry like a coat, too heavy for July. And pride kept me from saying how scared I was inside. You said love was more than money, more than fields and yield, but I let my temper talk when I should have kneeled. Words can cut like barbed wire across a heart so plain, and some scars never fade, even in the rain. If I could stand beneath that roof with you one more time, I'd trade every harsh word for one more gentle line. They say rain can cleanse the earth, make broken ground new, but it can't undo the damage I once did to you. Now that farmhouse stands alone, paint peeling thin, another family's laughter drifting in. I tip my hat when I drive by and let the memory remain of the only love that ever felt like tin roof rain. Oh, tin roof rain keeps falling, still falling in the rain. There's a ridge outside of town folks call Cedar Hill, where the sun falls slow and low and the world stands still. I used to drive up there alone with my worries piled high, till I saw you standing there with that western sky.
Your hair caught fire in the evening glow, like harvest fields in June. You said you liked the quiet underneath that rising moon. I never was a poet, never had the lines, but I knew right then your heart fit mine.
I'd climb that hill for silence to let the day unwind. Never thought I'd find someone who could read my mind. You talked about your daddy and the farm you loved,
and how you'd never leave it for city lights above.
There was something in your steady voice, something strong and true, like the way the wind moves wheat beneath the sky so blue. When your hand brushed close to mine, soft and still, I felt my restless heart begin to settle on that hill. In the golden hour on Cedar Hill, where the daylight fades, steel guitar crying tender through the tall grass blades, fiddle drifting soft and sweet, like a vow we made. Two hearts finding shelter in the evening shade, hand in hand, time standing still. In the golden hour on Cedar Hill, we built our life not far from there on honest working ground, raised our kids on lullabies and the harvest sound.
every time the sun goes down, I see us young again,
laughing in that amber light like we did back then.
Years may turn the seasons, silver in your hair, but when the sky turns gold like that, I see you standing there.
And every prayer I ever prayed was answered in that glow on Cedar Hill at sunset,
So long ago, in the golden hour on Cedar Hill, and the daylight's
still,
through.
still climb the hill.
If I'm there with you like the sun returning, still we always will. In the golden hour under painted sky, steel guitar still calling. Through the years gone by, fiddle carrying every dream we make come true.
Every road always will,
always will. In the golden hour on Cedar Hill, in the golden hour on Cedar Hill, and the daylight's through. If I'm there with you like the sun returning, still we always will.
down by the river bend where the water runs slow. You knelt beside the willow in the evening glow.
Didn't have a diamond, big or bright, just a simple gold band in fading light.
You said it ain't about riches or what folks might bring. It's about forever and this wedding ring.
The river kept on moving, but my heart stood still when I said I would and always will.
I saved that little paycheck for near a year, working double shifts just to get it here.
It wasn't much, I know, but it was true. Every ounce of love I had for you. When you slipped it on your finger by that muddy shore, I felt richer than I'd ever been before.
Like the river found the ocean after wandering long, like two separate verses becoming one song.
By the riverbed wet in rain, where the willows sway, steel guitar humming soft at the close of day, fiddle playing sweet and low, like a promise we bring. Two hearts tied together by a simple golden ring, through every storm and spring. By the riverbed wet in rain.
We've stood on that same riverbank with children at our side,
Watch the water carry leaves on a turning tide.
and every time I catch that band in the light,
I remember that soft September night.
if I had it all to give again,
I'd kneel the same way
by that bending river at the close of day. 'Cause
Love don't need a castle or silver things, just steady hands and a faithful ring. By the riverbed wedding ring. If the waters rise,
all the banks give way,
this love won't drift, it's here to stay. By the riverbed wedding ring, under twilight skies, steel guitar still shining, like the love in our eyes, fiddle carrying softly everything we bring. Two hearts bound forever by a simple golden ring, through every storm and spring. By the riverbed wedding ring.
just you and me.
By that riverbed wedding ring. There's a letter on the kitchen table, written in your hand. Coffee's gone cold beside it, like it couldn't understand. You said you needed time alone to chase some distant dream, but you never said how empty this old house would seem. Curtains moving in the breeze, like they're whispering your name. Clock keeps ticking steady, but nothing feels the same. Your boots still by the back door, your jacket on the chair. Every little corner says you're everywhere. Oh, a letter on the kitchen table, and tears I can't explain. Steel guitar keeps crying like a slow September rain. Love was strong as oak wood, or
so I used to say. Now all I've got is paper and the words you couldn't stay. I remember winter evenings when the fire burned low. You'd pull me close and promise you'd never let me go. We'd talk about the future like it was already planned. Two hearts tied together with a simple golden band. But sometimes restless hearts start wandering away, and dreams can pull a good man further every day. I don't know what you're searching for out there beyond this town. I just know the silence is the loudest sound around. Oh, a letter on the kitchen table and tears I can't explain. Steel guitar keeps crying like a slow September rain. Love was strong as oak wood, or so I used to say. Now all I've got is paper and the words you couldn't stay. If you ever tire of highways and neon city lights, there'll be a porch light burning through the longest nights. 'Cause love don't close the door just 'cause pride got in the way. It waits like faithful sunlight for another day. So I'll fold that letter gently and tuck it out of sight. Say a quiet prayer for you every single night. And maybe when the harvest turns these fields to gold, you'll find your way back home before we both grow old. Oh, a letter on the kitchen table is still lying there today. Steel guitar keeps whispering what my heart can't say. Love was strong as oak wood, stronger than the pain. And if you walk back through that door, I'd hold you just the same. There's a letter on the kitchen table, and I'm still here.
Down by the river where the lanterns glow, golden on the water's slow roll. I was just a young man with a restless heart, didn't know where to start. The crickets kept time in the tall cane grass, summer nights drifting by so fast. Then I saw you standing in the fading light, and the world felt right.
Mama always told me love comes soft, like a breeze through the cotton loft. Not a storm, not a raging flame, but a steady name.
You tipped your hat, didn't say too much, but I felt that gentle touch, like the river finding where it bends, like two old friends. With the lanterns by the riverside and the stars stretched open wide, steel guitar crying low and sweet, where our two shadows meet. Fiddle singing through the night, everything feels right. We found forever in the quiet glow. by the riverside slow.
We carved our names in a sycamore tree, said this is where we'll always be, through harvest days and winter snow, through high and low.
Built a porch with a southern view, rocking chairs for me and you, watching grandchildren chase fireflies under country skies.
Time may silver up your hair, put a few more lines right there, but when you laugh it's still the same like summer rain.
Every wrinkle tells our song, every right and every wrong, and I choose you all over again, just like back then. With lanterns by the riverside and the stars stretched open wide, steel guitar crying low and sweet, where our two shadows meet, fiddle singing through the night. Everything feels right, we found forever in the quiet glow,
by the riverside slow.
If the river floods and the levee breaks,
we'll hold on tight, whatever it takes.
love like ours don't wash away, it's here to stay. With lanterns by the riverside where our hearts reside, steel guitar still calling out like a faithful guide, fiddle drifting soft and low like years gone by. We found forever in that glow beneath the southern sky. These hands are rough and calloused from 40 years of work, fields of corn and factory lines, and wearing denim shirts. They've held a hammer steady and a plow in rocky ground, but the softest thing they ever held was when you came around. You trace every scar like it meant something good, said a working man's devotion is misunderstood. You never needed diamonds or a mansion view, just a man who'd come home every night to you. These calloused hands still reach for you when the day is through. Steel guitar whispering, soft and true, every line across my skin tells the truth. I stand, the best thing I ever built was loving you with these hands. We've had our share of hard times, bills stacked high, kids with broken hearts, and nights we both cried. But you'd sit beside me quiet on that worn out couch, and somehow all that heavy didn't weigh so much. You'd say we'll get through this, we always do, and somehow I believe every word from you. Love ain't loud or flashy, it don't need a band, it's just two hearts holding steady like calloused hands. These calloused hands still reach for you when the day is through. Steel guitar whispering, old freight train. But if I had to start again, I'd walk the same. Through every mile of dirt and doubt, I'd still take a stand. 'Cause the best thing I ever built was loving you with these hands. These calloused hands still reach for you. Under twilight skies, steel guitar rising like a prayer that never dies. Every scar and every line knows where I stand. The finest thing I ever built was loving you with these hands. There's a fence line running down the edge of town, where the gravel turns to meadow and the sun goes down.
I used to drive that road alone, with the windows wide, till I saw you standing there with the sunset in your eyes.
I was picking wildflowers by the old oak tree. Didn't know that moment would change my destiny.
You tipped your hat and smiled like you'd known me long, and the breeze began to hum our first slow song.
Right where the wildflowers lead toward the golden light, that's where your hand found mine on a summer night. With a steel guitar softly crying and a fiddle drifting sweet, we found forever growing at our feet, where the wildflowers lead.
We built a little house on a patch of borrowed land, painted dreams in white and blue with steady hands.
Front porch rocking chairs and a willow tree. Every sunset felt like it was made for you and me.
Morning coffee on the steps, barefoot in the dew. Every simple blessing led me back to you.
We didn't need much more than faith and time, and the way your heart fit easy into mine.
Right where the wildflowers lean, if the cold wind ever blows,
Then the seasons change,
I'll be standing close,
through the sun and rain.
like roots beneath the earth unseen. Love grows strong and evergreen. Right where the wildflowers lean, under open skies, we've watched the years roll by like fireflies. With the steel guitar still singing and the fiddle keeping time, I'll be yours and you'll be mine. Where the wildflowers lean, just you and me,
Where the wildflowers lean,
forever in between.
There's a house on Willow Creek with paint that's turning thin, screen door humming in the wind like it's calling me back in. I can see us on that front porch, barefoot in July. You said, darling, this is home under that wide country sky. We didn't know much back then, just a borrowed Ford and Faith, but love filled every empty room in that little place. Curtains dancing in the breeze, sunlight on the floor. I can still hear your laughter echo through that door. The house on Willow Creek still holds my heart tonight. Steel guitar crying softly in the pale porch light. Every board and window pane whispers what was true. All the love we built there, me and you. Though the years have carried on like a river deep, my soul still walks those wooden floors on Willow Creek. We planted roses by the fence, watch them slowly climb, just like the way our love grew, one tender day at a time. You'd come home with tired hands, dust along your jeans, but you'd hold me like a treasure in our quiet in-between. Sunday mornings by the stove, coffee strong and sweet, radio playing Patsy songs soft beneath our feet. Every little simple thing now feels so rare, but I close my eyes and you're still there. Oh, the house on Willow Creek, now the paint is peeling and the yard's grown wild, but love don't leave a place where it once smiled. If heaven has a memory, it looks just like that view, with a porch swing waiting for me and you. Oh, the house on Willow Creek lives inside of me. Steel guitar, still morning, soft and sweet. Every board and window pane still keeps our truth, all the love we built there in our youth. Though the years keep moving on like a restless stream, my heart still rests forever on Willow Creek.
Sunday dress in white with lace around the sleeves. Mama pinned a rosebud there, said believe, just believe. You were standing by the altar, nervous as could be, hat in hand and shining shoes, waiting there for me. Church bells rang like silver through the summer air, and when you said forever, I felt heaven there. No diamond shone much brighter than the tears in your eyes as we stepped into a future under open skies.
Sunday dress and simple dreams, I gave my heart away. Steel guitar humming softly on that wedding day. No grand parade or riches, just a love so true. A little house and hopeful vows for me and you. Through every trial life may bring, we'll see it through. In my Sunday dress and simple dreams, I chose you. We didn't have much money, but we had enough. A kitchen table built by hand and hands that weren't afraid of love. You'd come home tired from working, with dust upon your shirt, but still you'd hold me close at night like I was worth the hurt. We planted seeds in springtime, watched them slowly rise, just like the quiet growing in our children's eyes. And every year that passed us only made it clear, love don't need a spotlight to stay sincere. In my Sunday dress and simple dreams, I gave my heart away. Steel guitar humming softly on that wedding day. No grand parade or riches, just a love so true. A little house and hopeful vows for me and you. Through every trial life may bring, we'll see it through. Now my hair is turning silver and the dress is packed away, but the vows we made together haven't faded with the days. If I had it all to live again, there's nothing I would change. I'd walk that aisle beside you just the same. In my Sunday dress and simple dreams, I'd still choose you. Steel guitar still whispering, soft and true. Through the laughter and the sorrow, through the passing years, you're still the man I married, standing here. In every quiet prayer I bring, my heart still sings. In my Sunday dress and simple dreams, you're everything.
Church bells ringing in the distance, white clouds rolling slow. You were waiting by the river where the tall grass grows.
Said you'd save me a seat on that old oak bench with a smile that felt like heaven sent.
You wore that simple blue dress, hair falling free, sunlight dancing softly through the sycamore trees.
I didn't have much money, didn't have a plan, just a heart full of hope and a steady hand.
It's a back road Sunday kind of love, slow and strong and true, with a fiddle playing gentle like the morning dew. Steel guitar humming low like a prayer above. We found all we'll ever need in a back road Sunday love.
We watch the seasons turn and watch the rivers rise. Seen 1,000 sunsets paint your weathered eyes.
Through every twist of fate, through every test of time, I still feel that first slow dance when your hand found mine. If I had to live this life again, I'd choose the very same. Every mile beside you, through sunshine and rain. Ain't no grand parade,
No flashing lights above,
just a steady beating heart and a faithful kind of love. It's a back road Sunday kind of love.
when the daylight fades away
And shadows fall,
we'll be standing side by side through it all.
it's a back road Sunday kind of love.
Soft as evening skies, with a steel guitar still singing as the years roll by.
Fiddle drifting through the dusk
Like a hand in glove,
we found all we'll ever need in a back road Sunday love. Just you and me.